Okay, hi. We're here doing our series on the Yoga Suite Yoga instructors, and I'm here with Pat today. Pat, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay, we're going to have some fun with this. Pat teaches a style of yoga that no one else in the studio teaches. Tell us a little bit about what is it called, first of all?
Well, it's called Yin Yoga, and Yin Yoga is a style of yoga that is excuse me, based on Chinese medicine, the meridian system. The meridians in yoga, traditional yoga practice, we call them nadis, and in Chinese medicine they call them meridians. And they're the channels in the body. We have hundreds of thousands of them, but there are several main channels. And these meridians run through the connective tissues of our bodies. If we were to take away all the connective tissues, our bodies would just fall apart, because we have the muscle, we have the bone, and we have the connective tissue that keeps the
everything
bone
together.
Yes. So what we try to do in the Yin practice is to stretch that connective tissue. By stretching it, we hold the poses for a long length of time, usually between 2 to 5 minutes. And what this does is attract collagen and synovial fluid into those tissues, keeping them nice and flexible.
Okay.
As we age, our cells dry out, a lot of our skin dries out, and of course the connective tissues also dry out. So by stretching them and bringing these fresh fluids into those areas, it keeps them from shrinking, from contracting, because that's what will happen with age if we don't properly stretch these tissues.
Now, you brought up something that I can sort of connect to, speaking of connective tissue.
Yes.
When I speak about health and problems with the body, I always relate back to the idea of congestion in the body. Really, anytime the body's not working right, it's a form of congestion. Anything from a simple, cold or a flu, things are all congested in the head, to a heart problem where the arteries and veins get congested. Even cancer, in a way, is a congestion of cancer cells that sort of aren't breaking free of the body. So when the body is functioning properly, things are flowing. There's circulation. It's sort of like that universal ebb and flow.
Yes, yes.
And when the body either is aging poorly, or even a person who's in their middle age and their body's not doing well, it's because things aren't flowing. Correct?
That's absolutely right.
So your type of yoga is going to get the body and the connective tissue and these meridians, as they're called, all unclogged and flowing again.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly right. You sound like a Yin Yoga teacher.
See that? Now tell me what people experience after doing yoga.
Well, after a Yin practice, again, it's a quiet practice. It's a meditative practice, so it allows you to go inside while you're holding these poses for lengths of time. But afterwards, you do feel clearer. You feel as if energy channels have been unblocked. You might feel a little clearer in your mind, or you might feel a little freer in your hips or your lower back. But there are a lot of after effects. To be honest with you, during the practice itself, coming out of the pose, you're going to feel some discomfort. But you want to feel a little discomfort because you want to feel as if you're doing something. Because there are a couple ways to do a Yin pose wrong, and one is to go into it so aggressively that you hurt yourself, and the second way would be to go into it so passively that you're effectively not doing anything. You're not stretching the connective tissues.
Right. So this is almost like a way of detoxing.
Yes, that's good, very good way to put it.
Isn't that good? All right, you enjoyed teaching your classes. I know
I
you
do.
do that.
I
You're always
do.
coming in here with a smile, and your students are leaving with a smile. I think that's a really good explanation of the type of yoga that Pat does. Just one last question. Can people do this type of yoga if they're sort of like beginners? Is this something that anyone could do?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, beginners, young, old.
Because it's very therapeutic too, right?
Absolutely, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Well, that's great. I learned a lot today. And I am so glad that you came in today,
Oh,
Pat.
thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for having me.
Okay, thanks. Okay?